Thank you for staying with us. Well, it's a bad time to be in a lot of debt, so many people turn to debt consolidation companies, but this doesn't always work out for the best. Joining me to talk about why people are suing these companies and what you can do if you need help getting your finances in order is our legal expert, attorney Jay Davis. Jay, thanks for being here again. We appreciate it. It's been a while since I've talked to you here on It's Law.
Last week.
It's been a while. But hey, so when do people normally turn to debt consolidators during their problems? Is there a certain point?
Usually when it's too late. Usually when they're about the end of the rope and there's nothing else to do.
So it's like a final option, basically.
Right.
Now, are you aware of any problems that arise between the debtors and the debt consolidation companies that could lead to lawsuits?
Well, debt consolidation companies try to restructure debt. It's similar to a bankruptcy. Of course, we do bankruptcy, and a lot of times we see people coming from debt consolidators where they've entered a program and paid a lot of money and don't have any result. But sometimes these companies don't do exactly what they're supposed to with the money. We've had somebody come in before, a potential client that comes in, they've been in a debt consolidation for over a year, paid in about $6,000, and the debt consolidation company took one $5,000 debt and got it reduced to $2,000, but all of the $6,000 had been paid in, and they could not go any further because other agencies were suing them. So sometimes it leads to a problem. They get in it, but because the other companies, the creditors, are not obligated to stick with that program, they then sue them and they can't do it anymore, and they come to us for a bankruptcy.
Does the person who comes to you with litigation, do they usually have a case, or is it usually
not so much against a debt consolidation agency? Usually it's kind of money that's been thrown down the barrel if somebody's coming in with that. Sometimes we can recover it from those debt consolidation areas if they're still holding an escrow, but they're front loaded, and that's a little bit different than a bankruptcy. The initial money goes into attorneys and into the handlers, and there's a lot of fees before the creditors are actually getting paid.
So should you, if you're thinking about bankruptcy, should you turn to a debt consolidator first, or is bankruptcy usually a better option?
A lot of people don't. There's very few cases where a bankruptcy is not appropriate instead of a debt consolidation. For example, if a bankruptcy is going to look at all of your assets against your debt, if you have a lot of assets, if you've got a house that's paid for and your car is paid for, and you've somehow gotten into medical expenses or credit cards that are there and they have something to go against, you may not be able to protect everything as well in a bankruptcy. A bankruptcy will try to pay that amount out, whereas a debt consolidation can still reduce those debts, reduce the percentage you pay.
Okay.
And if you've got that much equity, you might not be able to get that same reduction in a bankruptcy. But generally, a bankruptcy is the better option.
All right. Well, Jay, thank you so much. And if you have a legal question, you can send it to us, and we will answer it right here on the air. All you have to do is send it to itsthelaw@41nbc.com. Really easy, and Jay here will answer your legal questions.